What's up, guys? It's Shirt Bus Scholarship. We talk about anything and everything. I'm YP Emmet. We got YP Nazi, and we got YP Rock. Let's get right into it. Just to start things off, I gotta ask you guys a question.
No.
Oh, here we go. Not again. Shit.
Y'all don't want to hear my question?
It better not be a whack ass question like always.
Well, one, how has y'all day been? I'm your best fucking friend, dude.
I had a good day though. Good day, positive day. You know, get to play the game with my homeboy. You know, doing some drawing.
Great day, phenomenal day for me, dude. I want to say any type of day Ezra had, my day was better.
Asshole.
I would like to add that every day that I have is by far superior to Naseem's, I think.
If it's not better than my day, are you even living at that point?
Naseem has a better day than me, and Emmet has a better day than Naseem, but I have a better day than Emmet. What does that mean?
Well, obviously you have a better day than me. My days suck, but they're still better than your fucking days, Naseem.
Bro, bro. I'm just gonna say it, dude. I'm just gonna say it. My days isn't the benchmark of what a day should look like. I wake up, I beat my dick, and I go to sleep, and I feel accomplished every fucking day I wake up. I applaud that.
Beat my dick, then go to sleep.
What are you beating off at this point? You destroyed that thing years ago.
Bro.
You beat it off too many times.
Bro, you lost your dick in the Great War, dude. What the fuck?
Great Wank Wars, dude.
What's the question?
All them wanking con.
What's the question?
Wanking con was coming out of the forest, cutting dick off.
What's the
guerrilla warfare? Well, you guys have experienced many things over your lifetime, like experience war, then experience philosophy, experience like whatever. Like had many experiences where you went off and you did this thing, or you went off and you did
like
that
a
thing.
woman. Cocaine?
Like Greek.
No, not a woman. That one. Well, you guys.
Okay, like it's definitely not a woman. Women. Can I hit my point?
Was it their military?
So with the Greek military, well, it was like most Greek people, they would experience.
They fucked each other.
Yeah, I mean, you would go off as a young man. You feel me? Your parents would actually pay money to get a older guy to take you, teach you everything they know, have sex with you as well. Then you would go into war, and then you would go probably become a philosopher, and then you become a teacher.
I don't think that's what happened.
That is exactly what
that's exactly what happened. You weren't there.
No one cares about your kicks, Ezra. All right, but can I ask my topic?
All right. You told us to shut up.
You've ever experienced, let's just say this, a lot of things, you feel me? Or have mastered one thing to the point that your name is tied to it.
Okay, so like only be good at one thing versus somewhat well-rounded but not perfect in everything.
Yeah, that's like the question. Be number 2 at everything, or not? That's not the question though. Never mind. Like between experiencing like many learning many skills and going through many experiences. I mean, like, that's cool and everything like that. But how I know how it would be if I could give up everything just to study. I mean, I still have my homeboys and my family, but if I could just study drawing this and then just get better at that. That's what I enjoy doing. Fuck it, I'm cool with that. I don't feel like doing like to experience all these other things unless, like, I honestly I feel like the other one is kind of interesting because it kind of gives you that freedom where I could experience other things, so it doesn't really limit it. But I would say like I would just want to just do that, like just master that one thing and just keep doing it daily on a basis because it's what I find fun as of right now. So
I just can't agree.
Why?
Because think about it, bro. The reason why I can't agree, because in life, it's always going to be somebody better than you. Okay. And it's not about being better than everybody, but it's about knowing that I'm not doing the thing to be the best. I'm doing the thing because I love it and I want to experience it for the time I have on this earth. I mean, the only reason why, of course, I guess you'd be a jack of all trades of a sort. But at the same time, it's just that...
You said experience. You're not good at it.
I mean, you're decent at it at least. What the fuck? Because, like, life is an experience. You feel me? And, of course, we can't bring anything. This asshole, dude. Look at this fucking guy. But we can't bring any of our experiences with us after we die, you know? So, I'd rather have did everything or did a lot of things rather than put my life to one thing thinking that that's going to, you know, give me some type of liberation of a sense, you know?
Let me tell you a story. One time I woke up and I had a dick up my ass and a gallon of cocaine running down the side of my left nostril. I had a cut on my side and a glass bottle coming out of it. I had lost my lover. But that's what happens when you try and you experience things. You know, I like to experience things and like try everything. You know what I mean? It's good to try everything once. You know, that's the one thing that
That's not what I'm pushing on to.
Not seem like you're saying life is experience. So experience everything.
Bro, don't make what I say fucking
experience everything. And I say, like, you know that little voice that's telling you to jump in front of that moving vehicle? Just do it. Give it a shot.
If anything that you wouldn't do. Anything that you wouldn't do.
I wouldn't be good at one thing because I like to experience.
Wait, so I want to actually talk about that little voice. Like, y'all ever be in the store, right?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yo, look at all these old ladies here and that pack of meat. Why she got to strip my clothes off, take that pack of meat, rip it open, slide all over my body, run around screaming, America's burning down!
But like, you know, sometimes you just gotta go against your voices and just do what feels natural.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, like, jokes on you guys. I can't think about the last time I thought, cause I don't think, dude.
This is why I hate like actors, right? Because they're always like, so what is your character thinking in this moment? Motherfucker, no one thinks in the moment. What's your motivation? I don't know. I have to shit, motherfucker. Like, sometimes, like, I'll do some shit and I won't know why I did it until years later. Like, I'll be like, I was like, why did I do that? Why did I kill that young boy? And then blame it on the dog. Like, I don't, like, 5 years later, it's like, oh, that makes perfect sense, dude. It's because I have dyslexia.
It is all about dyslexia. And I think people who are dyslexic don't deserve life. But, all right, guys. And that leads us to our next topic. You guys plan on getting back? So, guys, something been really weighing on my mind. Knowing that we're getting closer to, you know, this inedible vaccine or whatever. I want to know: do you guys plan on getting vaccines? Do you guys plan on getting that COVID vaccine?
Eventually, yes.
You do?
Once it is proven to be
effective.
Effective and sustainable, and the symptoms and side effects aren't awful.
It's not for me, dude. I'm just not going to get the vaccine. You couldn't pay me to, and I like to believe Ezra can back me up on this. Is that true?
Right, I'm gonna say three things. One, it could be helpful.
Yeah.
Work.
Yep.
2, it's a government chip, and 3, it's to lead up to a zombie apocalypse. To kill from an apocalypse. I'm telling you, it's an apocalypse coming.
Who wants this though?
I don't know who wants this.
What is their like? Who is like what industry? Who's like? Yes, actually, you know, we actually make more profit if everyone dies. If no one buys our products, we actually win in the long run.
Who is? I mean, there are people benefiting from this pandemic.
Absolutely.
Look for the amount of like small business that's just been suffering, and the amount of like big corporations like Amazon that's going dick hard.
Well, bro. they need us to be alive and doing semi-okay to be buying their products.
And it also makes us depend on the government a lot more, since, you know, a lot of our self-employment jobs, like small business, like little hustles that we got going on, just isn't as effective anymore due to, you know, just the fear that's in our society right now.
You want to hear my theory? All right, look. So I was on Instagram, right? And I saw this video of this ape throwing a fucking spear, like a whole fucking wood spear. And they're talking about, like, okay, the Planet of the Apes is rising. Like, oh, the Planet of the Apes is not rising because in the Planet of the Apes are rising. In the Planet of the Apes, we had a fucking pandemic going on, and then monkeys took over. And he's like, oh shit. So I'm thinking.
You're talking about the reboot, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you're talking about the new one, of course.
Basically, this is my theory. Monkeys went crazy, took over, right? They said something, all right, COVID's out there, we're going to take our advantage. They said, fuck, it's not working. So we got this one smart-ass monkey, right? And they know how to do some science and shit. So they take the vaccine, right? Make it a super weapon to inject into us so it could be easy to take over. And that's my theory.
But that's why we don't let Ezra speak, because that whole shit was
That whole
trash.
shit was
ass. I'm not even going to lie to you. That was so bad, dude.
All right, I grew up like thinking that my parents thought that vaccines were not necessarily a good thing because it's like, oh, they affect you with a little bit of the disease, and your body fights it back, so you get the big dose of it. That's basically what they that's basically their exercise of what their family thought the vaccine was. So I never grew up taking them, and I was pretty fine. Nothing really bad happened to me. So personally, it didn't really blow up in my mind that like, oh, I gotta take this. So I'm kind of like in the gray area where I don't really care necessarily because it never crossed my mind.
So if someone asks you to take a vaccine, what you get into it being, I guess, not a part of the culture that you grew up in?
If someone just asks me like, hey, yo, take the vaccine. I'm just gonna keep walking. What do you mean? Like
your job opportunity.
What situation is this?
Like your job says get a vaccine or your school says get a vaccine. Are you want to get into that?
Well, not in school.
For instance, there's a lot of people that are very like anti-vaccine. You know what I mean? They'll shut you down if they find out that you're anti-vax or whatever, because we live in a pretty pro-vax world and stuff like that. And
you grew up getting vaccinated, so you definitely trust the healthcare.
I think so.
Okay.
I would like to believe so. I'm a little afraid to ask.
Vaccinated.
I think I've gotten most of my shots. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe not all of them.
Yeah, you just look like a guy that's been vaccinated and anally probed. I'm just being honest.
Oh, is that what they did? That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, you just look like the type. But also, like, I was like, and I definitely agree with you when you like, all right, that's a good idea to look at how you say, I mean, like, if it's like shows that the vaccine is really worth it, you might get one. But the thing is that I don't really understand, like, why do we really need a vaccine if COVID-19 actually has a 97% recovery rate? So I don't understand, like, the real, like, need of a vaccine. Just how a lot of people like me, I never got a flu shot and I never had the flu, you know? So just how I don't see, like, the need of a flu shot, it's just how I think a lot of Americans shouldn't see the need of a COVID shot when COVID isn't just taking us all out, like how Ezra said in Planet of the Apes.
I almost wish that like there was someone on here that was like 100% like pro vaccines and stuff like that to like argue the case better than I can, because like I'm not 100% anything on this subject, but like and so like the most I can do is play devil's advocate to some of your claims, but I know there are definitely like plenty of people that can argue and have like factual like basis to like back up for having vaccines, but you know I don't have all the information off the top of my head.
I'm not gonna lie, I did get some vaccines. I'm not like just a vaccine version.
Oh, this is the anti-vax podcast. You need to get off.
Bro, chill.
The door.
Someone like Ezra, he never got a vaccine. And this nigga only had fucking chicken pox once. And that's probably the only time I actually seen Ezra sick for a little bit, but he definitely recovered good. He's shiny, he looks healthy, you know what I mean? He's still wet behind the ears and shit. But other than that, he's a healthy man, if you ask me. I mean,
yeah, look at him.
Ezra,
look at those strong bones.
Look good. He got a nice
that beard. Look at that hair.
The hair's glistening.
Yeah,
guy got a beautiful dick. Blessed. Nigga blessed.
And look at me. I got vaccines and look how I turned out.
Look at you, bro. You're all fucking pale. Like, what the fuck happened to your melanin? They used to be Jamal.
Well, I feel about the vaccine. There's obviously people with good intention behind it. There's no way everybody in the fucking world working on it in their mind like, oh, something bad's gonna happen, or thinking ill towards it. So of course there's good intention behind it. But me personally, I feel like I grew up in a family like my mom always found a way to get me out of getting any type of shot. And personally, I feel like it's funny because I was like one of the most healthiest kids in school, and everyone else around me, you know, they had their shots, this, that, and the third, and they'll constantly get sick, constantly. So it's just like a mental thing for me that I'm just not really too fond of vaccines. But
and that's interesting. Like a lot of times, like especially with Black people, I started to cut you off, but especially with Black people, we're more like we're actually. I think it's like I don't know what the exact percentage, but I think we're 60% less likely to get a vaccine compared to white Americans.
Well, yeah, and there's history to that too.
And but a lot of of course, it's history, it's culture, it's things that actually happened that just shakes people. Like for example, like in Alabama back in I think the 1930s, It was an experiment called the Tuskegee. Can y'all read that word for me though? Real quick? What did that say?
Word? What word?
I texted you guys. I texted to the chat.
Tuskegee.
I'm just gonna say Tuskegee. I'm just gonna say Tuskegee. All right, sounds great.
Tuskegee.
That is how you say it. Appreciate it. Tuskegee.
Tuskegee.
Testicle. I'm joking. But Tuskegee experiment where in Alabama it was primarily focused on Black Americans, black male Americans, where they gave these people these vaccines that actually was syphilis and just let them suffer and die from it. Having the cure, but just wanted to see how how did people react to certain things. Right. And of course, sometimes you definitely got to make sacrifices to get good, I guess, knowledge. But at the same time, like
they shouldn't be treated like lab rats.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
But that's what I'm ready to say. Like nobody, should be treated like how you just said, And and it leads me to my second thought, because I've been reading some studies, and look, I don't know what's to the degree how viable these studies are, but it is a lot. If you do a simple Google search, that surviving the COVID survival rate is around like 90%, 97%. So it's not like it's out there just wiping out everybody.
And like 92 or some shit like that.
Nah, it's like 97. I mean, that's just in a couple studies that I read. Of course, you can do your own research, but at the same time, if it's even in the 90s, bro, to the degree that not everybody to get in this shit, and that is highly, survival. You can die from a simple flu, a common cold even. So I don't think that getting a vaccine.
You can die from a simple Lego brick.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the difference between a cold and the COVID-19. A cold typically doesn't have overarching, long-lasting side effects. COVID-19 does. COVID-19 has been seen to have like very bad long problems moving on in the future. Like after you recover years down the road, your lungs can get kind of fucked up afterwards, stuff like that, depending on how long and how bad it was.
I don't think I can get COVID. How does that make you feel?
That's great for you, dude. I mean, maybe you may be asymptomatic, but
bro, but I could be asymptomatic, but at the same time I come home, I kiss all my parents, all my brothers on the mouth, and no one else got it.
On the mouth?
Do you believe that we should react and respond to this with a vaccine? I'm gonna start with you, Ezra. Since you're just over there.
I believe we can respond to this. I feel like the thing is, I'm not sure, because I have kind of stayed disconnected with like the whole ins and outs. I wear my mask, I practice social distancing, and I'm not really too into the statistics and numbers of how everything pans out. But I would say that it's kind of like, I'm trying to think, like, I think the last biggest outburst was probably the Spanish flu, right?
Yeah, back in like the 1920s.
Yeah, I think that was it. So a lot of people had felt like there were similarities between the two, and so they're trying to react in the best way possible. And honestly, like I said, I don't know much about the exact details of like numbers and stuff like that. But I feel like just like everything that happened, like even chickenpox, they always came up with a vaccine. It's just that we're old enough to really like, especially with technology being more prominent now, it's everywhere. You see it everywhere. And we're old enough to really process that. So I don't really feel like it's like a new thing necessarily, but just for our generation, it's a lot stronger approach than how it used to be.
So you're just talking in circles, and I respect that, but do you believe that we should respond with vaccines or not? Yes or no?
I'm saying that it's like a thing that's always been happening. So I feel like it's always gonna happen no matter what. So I don't really care. Like there's never been a not outcome. You know what I'm saying? It's never not been.
Yeah. Are you going to participate if we respond with vaccines?
Probably not.
But we got Emmet, and I believe Emmet believes we should respond with vaccines. Bro, you don't have to catch me. You're gonna have to catch me, bro. Cause I'm not getting that chip, dog. They trying to get a chip in you, bro.
Dude, you already have a chip, dude. They've already put a chip up here.
How?
You have the internet. The nurse back at your elementary school gave you an ice bag, Okay,
that dirty bitch.
You have a fucking chip. You have no privacy. You gave up your privacy the moment you were born, dude. Just accept it.
As you're born, babies get a little chip inside their ass.
Bro, couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me. Look, guys, but you heard it here first. Emmet's a lesbian. Ezra's a lesbian. I mean, and guys, we're all pro-vaccine. Make sure you guys get vaccinated. And God bless America. Short Bus Scholars out. You're gonna have to cut this out.